get started, as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. On the ground, it's Bob. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
Well, you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz. I mean, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pauly. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Lemon. There he goes. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Lemon. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The field goal is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more... Oh, he's got some space. Across the 40 out of bounds and the 41, and a big pickup has his offense on the move. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. On the ground, it's Price. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Sends it back in motion. Just ran over it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
You kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gets the back moving. To the ground with the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. spread behind the line. It's Washington working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Making side adjustments here. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Zips it out to his man. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. My wife wanted to do the same thing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
To the air, it's Mayava. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. The short hand It's Fields. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback...
Turning it on! Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's blocked. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking for space. It's Love. Creates a little room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
They're going to run it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The negative play leaves them with second and 12. Back to throw, it's Carr. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first half.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Pauly. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Mayava. Got a man, it's Lane. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And he can't connect on the throw, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Straka. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. To the air on first down. Firing to the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the catch, it's Bob.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out the left side. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
That's caught. It's Sanders.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. The sure hands, it's Strachan. And he'll be brought down. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grabbed over the middle, it's Strachan. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabs it inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Looking for the score. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That just could not have gone any worse for the offense, guys. Not only are you dropping the ball on 4th down, you dropped a touchdown. That should be 6 on the board. You need players to step up and make plays in those types of situations. That's the kind of play that could lose you this game.
This is a designed run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He'll let one fly from deep in his own territory. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll try the outside to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the beatdown has ensued. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that Jules Shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What touchdown. A game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the Jules Shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Finds his man, it's Lemon. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got it in the middle, it's Jordan. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback now breaking the field. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Finds his big tight end. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
USC 13.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got it behind the line. It's Payne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Hit as he throws. Got his man to the left. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I like what this offense did.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for an open area to his left. Makes the grab, it's Payne. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Power football with the run.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line.
Will take over. First and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space, it's Price. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And that last run leaves him with a third down. Will they keep it on the ground? Looking to pass. It's Carr. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. To find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans in the hurry up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Shoot, quick toss to the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home